Hello everyone, my name is Eden Ovando and this is my presentation for the lead records clerk job interview for the course MPA 593 Professional Presentation with Dr. S. A position I have looked into for my career future is that of the lead records clerk. This position typically oversees the police department record staff, and what this entails is the management and the maintenance of police records, also processing these records, and as a lead, there would be a supervisory position involved in this job position. This position is within a law enforcement agency, and as most of the interview questions are for law enforcement positions, they are very clean, clear cut, or you could use the word crisp. Some examples of these interview questions for this specific position are the following. One of the questions would be how, in which they ask candidates how they organize and plan and prioritize work. Because this position requires so much maintenance and processing and filing, it's necessary for this interview question to be asked about how a candidate will organize, plan, and prioritize in the future. As a law enforcement professor once told me, the past is always a great indicator of the future, and so many of the law enforcement questions are such like the one shown on the screen. Another interview question is to share an effective way of working with a large amount of information and data. This is important because police records clerks always have to deal with a lot of information, a lot of data, and they need to know how to effectively approach this information. And so this is an interview question that, again, um, helps the employer see the candidate's past and how it will affect their future. Law enforcement interviews are unique in the sense that there may be multiple interviews and there's typically always a panel interview. For the position of a lead police records clerk, the candidate would interview with the records clerk supervisor first. This would be the initial interview, and then after doing well in this interview, they would go ahead and have the oral interview, which is a panel interview with the police chief for whom the candidate would be working for. The police chief typically includes the supervisor of the department or the records clerk supervisor in the panel so that they are able to ask you questions back and forth. So once it would be the police chief, and then for the other question it would be the supervisor, and so forth. Thank you for watching. These are my references.